Hi everyone, my name is Yuichi Murata. I am working as an engineering manager. My mission is building the best global engineering team. Please follow me on the Twitter or LinkedIn. Appreciate if you can visit my blog if you have any interest. Today, I'd like to talk about the hiring, especially the importance of the human-centric design of the hiring process. I think hiring is one of the headache for most of the engineering managers today because as IT industry grows, we have a lot more IT kind of talents, but we have a lot more kind of IT opportunities out there. So there is a very high competitions. So it's much becoming much harder to hire the talented IT engineers. So I think that most of the kind of engineering managers gonna be struggling about this. So these days I recently thinking about it's much more important to focusing on the human-centric design of the hiring rather than just kind of relying on the classic assumption of the hiring process. So I prepare some kind of material. So please allow me to explain about my thought about it. So here is the representation of the overall hiring process. So the top part gonna be the your teams, and the bottom part, blue part, gonna be the representing the market basically. Basically, the initiation of the hiring gonna be starting from the market. We need to find the people from the market, attract the people from the market, and let them recognize the opportunity as your team's opportunities. Then um, let make them interested in the positions so that candidate gets applied to your positions. And now the interview process gets started. There is some kind of job match checking happens during the interview process. As long as there is some kind of opportunity match and job match happens, then that talent gets hired. As long as the talent is satisfied with the positions, then the talent keep working on your team. But once after there is some kind of a mismatch of the kind of opportunities, like maybe the mismatch of the work conditions or career directions, or maybe much better kind of opportunities available on the market, then people gonna be moving down to the kind of resigned part of the kind of transitions. And as long as the talent is kind of satisfied with the kind of other companies, they won't change it. But at some point of time, maybe that talent gets interested in to your kind of team again. Then the talent gonna go back to the application process for your team. So I think that this gonna be the simple modeling for the kind of overall kind of life cycle of the kind of IT talent hiring. But what I want to, kind of express here is the red part, red arrow part. This gonna be kind of related to the people's motivations, purpose to work there, right? So the once after people recognize your positions, then the people has to have some kind of purpose or motivation to apply the positions. You need to kind of fascinate the candidate to join that. There should be some reason to work in your team. As long as the talent is working in your team, you need to keep them attracted to your working experience in your company. Otherwise the people gonna be getting out of your companies, right? And let's say that other competitors make your talents gets interested, then that people gonna be kind of getting out from your companies. So that that's gonna result in the resignation of your team members. And same applies to the arrow design to the applied part as well. So each of them, each of those kind of red arrow transitions happens because of the people's motivation to working there, namely purpose. Why you want to work there is the driver of these transitions. as IT market grows, we have a much more opportunity available on the market, meaning that you have a much severe competition comparing to the before. So previously, maybe you can have more kind of power and control to judge the candidate, but nowadays it's much harder. Candidate actually have much more power and control to judge the opportunity, right? So the unlike the kind of previous environment, it's much more important for the engineering manager to think about why your team member wants to work in your team. Namely, the employee satisfaction is much more important. So we need to kind of make sure that your team gonna be attracting the people, even the outside of the kind of company or inside your company, so that you can attract more candidate, retain your talented team members. That kind of total design of the kind of organizational kind of management is much more important compared to the before. I came up with this idea when I reading about the kind of design thinking. So basically, the design thinking is the approach to apply the kind of approach of the kind of design to the many things like a product design or organizational design. But my idea here is actually we should we should apply this design thinking to the hiring process so that we can bring the perspective of the human-centric design for the overall experience, including the hiring, retentions, and career building throughout the entire life cycle of your company, so that we can make the best place for the IT talents to work on, which can result in the kind of benefit your team. So that's gonna be the today's talk. I hope this kind of talk gonna be bring some idea to your kind of team management. Thank you for watching.